Hey y'all, I'm JamesWright, and welcome back to another edition of Wizards News. Today I want to talk about how much AR will actually be in Wizards Unite. Is this going to be something that's a passing fad, or will it be integral to the game? Let's dive in. Okay, AR. In Pokemon Go, AR was something that was really touted to be amazingly cool and revolutionary and new to the entire world. And it really kind of was when it first came out. It was very cool, and everyone had the AR on to begin with. It was interesting, and we played with it. And then after time, everyone turns off the AR just because it just didn't quite jive with reality. It wasn't perfect. And they made some improvements to it over time, and things have changed and they have made it better, but wasn't necessary to complete the task and play the game. So the question is, what will Harry Potter Wizards Unite actually do? Will it be like that, where it's cool, it's interesting, and then you turn it off and you go back into just playing the game? Or will AR be an actual integral part of the game that you have to have on and running? Now, if you know anything about Niantic, this is a key facet to the way they work. They want AR to be an integral part of the game that you just have to have, it making the game much better because the AR is there rather than just having it as a nice extra. They were really trying to do that with Pokemon Go, but it just didn't quite hit the mark. And I think that's something that they're really going to try and make happen on Wizards Unite, that you have to have the AR on in order to play the game, that it makes the game far more connected with reality through having the AR on there. And in the screenshots, it really does show that AR is becoming more of an integral part of the game. You have to have AR on in order to start the encounter and lining up the stars and making everything fit into place. And I'm guessing that it will be even more than what we're seeing there, particularly when it comes to working on the fortresses and battling in there. I think that that will become something that is far more integral, especially if they can make multiple player connections in there, so you can have a live connection between players while working in the fortress. I think that would be absolutely phenomenal, and that would make AR really connect into the world. But I don't know. Well, we'll have to see how they come up with that. Niantic has dropped a few other hints as to how integral AR will be. In particular, they have limited the list of phones that are available in the pre-registration of the app. So if you go onto the App Store in Android right now, it's not out on iOS. And if you have a phone that works well with Pokemon Go and Ingress and things like that, it may or may not actually work with Wizards Unite. And some of the phones that are lower quality but still enough to run Pokemon Go, especially if you turn off the AR, some of those have actually been knocked off. On Wizards Hub, they have a growing list of phones that are not supported by Wizards Unite, and when you go on there and you try to pre-register for it, it says, "I'm sorry, your phone is not supported." And a lot of these phones are lower end, but still functional phones that will still run Pokemon Go, they'll still run Ingress Prime, but on Wizards Unite, they may not have the snuff in order to run AR constantly. And so this is one of those indications that you've got to have a decent phone. They're trying to take the game to the next level, and they're planning for future increases in speed and connectivity and the capabilities of AR. So you've got to have a good phone for this. So all that being said, it'll be very interesting to see where do they actually take the AR in this, and do they actually accomplish the task of making the game integral into the real world, or is the real world just a side thing to playing the game and you just happen to have to be walking around in reality? Let me know your predictions down below. I'm expecting this to be a lot of fun. So if you have any questions, comments, or ideas, let me know down below. Also, the first comment that makes me laugh out loud, I'll pin it to the top. That's about it for today. Until next time, have a magical day.